Just stop. Breathe. Kenneth said breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Oh, wow. Did you did you just see that? Oh, no, it's okay. You can stare. It's fine. I mean, I would. You know, it's kind of hard to explain to your parents that it feels like there's some kind of puppet master inside of your face, making it do things you didn't want it to do. I mean, I would just be sitting in class and the tics, they would start to occur, and my face would start to form words that weren't mine. I mean, they would be rubbish. Things with no meaning, just loud yelling. No connection of who I was or what I was thinking. You know, sometimes there'll even be curse words. Words that I would never say. But you know, I had no control. You see, we got the teachers to understand, but we couldn't get the students, and their ignorant parents to understand. A disruption to the educational process. At least that's what they told my granny before they said I had to be homeschooled after the 7th grade. So I've spent the rest of my life inside hiding, you know, just trying to be normal. Many people in the world suffer from disabilities daily, afraid of what people may say or think of them. Tourette syndrome is a condition that causes a person to have quick movements and vocal phonic outbursts that they cannot control. Chance is a young man aspiring to be a college professor, and he knows this journey is going to be tough. But one thing he must remember is he has Tourette's. Tourette's doesn't have him. A Chance at Acceptance by Kristy Thomas. You see, in the morning, I do my daily facial exercises, and they start with the stretching of my face, so I can make sounds that I normally couldn't make. You know, when my friends see me do my exercises, they think I'm some kind of actor. But look, I know I just have Tourette's. Now, like I said, I was homeschooled through high school, and I was determined to attend college. Ooh, and I loved my homeschool teacher because she told me I could be anything I wanted to be. And I loved African American history. I mean, the idea that we can maintain ourselves not only by living, but by creating a culture that is one of the richest in the world. To be uprooted from our homeland, brought to America, enslaved, fight for our freedom, and still come out with a sense of home. I mean, baby. This was a world worth talking about. High school, done. College, done. Degree in African American Studies, done. But you know, I hadn't been outside the comfort of my own home. Now, to transition from student to teacher. So I went online and I found Dr. Kenneth Haynes. You see, Dr. Kenneth Haynes, he specializes in assisting people with socially unaccepted disorders, you know, like the transition into the workforce. I worked with that man for 20 hours every week for 2 years. I mean, but we went on 7 college professor interviews and there was nothing. I mean, a black man trying to teach African American history. I mean, I thought that was okay. But then Kenneth asked me, well, was I telling my story? Oh, look, Kenneth, absolutely not. Listen, I don't want any sympathy or a handout from anyone. I didn't want people to know. Kenneth, he hugged me that day. No, you don't understand. See, we had spent 2 years working with each other, and we never even shook hands. But on that day, he hugged me. I was hiding so much more than my disorder. You know, I can't remember the last time I had this warm feeling inside of me. You know, so much of my life was spent hiding inside. My grandmother kept me inside because she didn't want me to get hurt by the students and their ignorant parents. You know, by the time I was an adult, I was so used to hiding inside that I hid my disorders and my feelings. But you see, I had fallen in love with the one person who gave me a voice. You see, Kenneth did something for me that I couldn't do for myself. He took my voice and he made it scream. So on that day, he hugged me. He hugged me and I kissed him. I kissed him and I opened my eyes and his eyes were open wide back at me and I didn't know what this meant. So I just went ahead and said it. I love you. I love you, Kenneth. I had finally told the man that I loved him and it felt so good. You know, I was hoping and praying that, you know, he'll say he loved me back. Saying he loved me back. But instead, he yanked his arms away from me hard. He pushed my shoulder. And he slapped me in the face. And he said, I can't love you. He said, I won't love you. And he said, you're wrong for what you've done. What had I done? Well, what had I done? Told the person that I've spent the most time with in the last 2 years that I loved him? You know, it's no apologies for who I am. You know, he gave me this voice. He told me to speak my mind. He told me to tell my story. Well, here it is. My name is Chance. I was born with a ton of addictions, and my mother was a drunk whenever she was pregnant with me. And my absentee father passed down the gene that gave me Tourette's. And now I get these sticks in my chest. I get these sticks in my chest, and they move to my fingertips, and I can't control the shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought my brain is working, but my mouth is not. Stupid boy. I just wanted all to stop. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Oh, get it, sit, breathe. Get it, sit, breathe. Get it, sit, breathe. Breathe. Get it, sit, breathe. On my next college professor interview, they sat me down and they told me to tell my story. And I sat down and I told them, my name is Chance Elders. I have overcome many adversities in my life. I have Tourette syndrome. And I'm gay. But there is nothing more than I love than teaching. And every student that walks in and out of my classroom door will have every tool they need right there in their tool belt to be successful. Now every time I feel the ticks coming to the forefront of my skin, I just breathe. Oh, listen. No, listen, don't feel sorry for me. I'm fine. I am. I want you to try to understand me. And try to accept me